you know, every day we keep hearing more and more about how Microsoft has some kind of imaginary you know, thing going for them. You know, oh, they got a lot of momentum. We keep hearing this word momentum, and you know, even though a lot of us like to kind of treat these consoles and console wars as like sports teams or whatever, at the end of the day, they're not on the same playing field. They're not playing against each other per se, where, you know, one can have momentum and the other one lose it. It doesn't really work like that. You know, so a lot of people that are really just kind of well-wishing that, you know, Microsoft would get back into things. I want Microsoft to do things much better this time around as well, because it behooves all of us. And when I say that, I mean, you know, if you look at it, the competition drives everything. You need that competition there, and you need competition between these two companies to sort of give us the best deals and strive to do better with the better games and things like that. And now we have a bit of indication that it might not be better at all for Microsoft Next Gen, despite what they're going to do and what they're going to try to do. And so I thought that made for an interesting video, and so here we are. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Hit that bell as well. So I'm going to link this. It was a Forbes article using Google Trends as a way to show who's more excited about, you know, the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. And it doesn't necessarily show who's going to quote-unquote buy something, but it does provide a rough framework for how many people are trying to find out more about a particular thing rather than a different thing. So in this case, it shows a lot more people are trying to find out about the PlayStation 5 than are trying to find out about the Xbox Series X, even as the Xbox Series X has been producing a lot more headlines lately. So they actually have charts and things like that that show the next-gen console war will be, in a lot of ways, an extension of the current-gen console war, which Sony won in a landslide. PlayStation is simply the dominant brand in this particular fight, according to this article, and it means that actually Sony is operating from a position, of relative strength. The fact that backwards compatibility will come standard on both machines underscores the point, because most owners of current-gen consoles will be less inclined to switch ecosystems. And again, I've stated this many times, this was the worst generation for Microsoft to lose, as people have these huge ecosystems built up of digital games and their controllers and all this kind of stuff, and your PSVRs or whatever. You just take all that stuff with you. And so 110 million people have a PS4, 41 million people have an Xbox One. You know, those are going to kind of stay the same next generation. So Microsoft knows this, and it knows that the quote-unquote console war in traditional terms is Sony's game to lose, and it will take a massive shift to change that. According to this, a shift isn't impossible, but planning for it would be a bad idea. Is one reason among many that Microsoft is de-emphasizing this one machine in favor of a broader ecosystem that actually makes it into a very different ballgame. Sony knows it too, and it's likely why it doesn't seem too worried about matching Microsoft's announcements blow for blow. It is maintaining a sizable advantage in the next-gen sales race, and is using the wiggle room to make its announcements when it's good and ready, as the Unreal Engine 5 demo showed us. So they're going to show you the graphs and stuff like this, and it's really just going to kind of underscore what I've been saying. No matter what Microsoft does, right, they could pitch the perfect ball game, and they're still going to lose them to Sony at the end of the generation. Sony is just a massive, and PlayStation is a massive worldwide brand, and Xbox just isn't. You know, Xbox is like North America and UK only, and you know, Sony just has this huge presence everywhere. And so no matter what they do, and that doesn't mean that they can't do okay, but I was hoping, and hopefully they do a little bit better than they did this gen, where they got absolutely destroyed. And you know, we want to see better competition from these companies. So with that being said, let me know what you think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay inside. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.